It sure is a wet, cold spring here in Zone 5B, the suburbs of Chicago. In this video, I will be planting a flower pillow from Proven Winners, and this is what it looks like. Proven Winners is not a sponsor of this video. I'll take you on a quick spring tour of my garden and show you some of the spring bulbs that are coming up right now. Stay tuned until the end where I share an interesting fact about the month of May. Hello garden friends, and welcome to my channel, DK's Garden Oasis. I am Debbie. I'm a master gardener and butterfly raising hobbyist. On this channel, gardeners of every skill level will learn to bloom, grow, and conserve in your garden. What are flower pillows? On Proven Winners website, they state the flower pillow is an eco-friendly, biodegradable sack that is designed like a tea bag. It keeps all the good soil packed around the roots, but thin enough that the roots can grow through the material. The pre-assembled 6-inch by 4-inch flower pillow is perfectly designed to fit in your 12 to 14-inch containers. They can be put in containers, hanging baskets, or window boxes. It is made from sustainable natural fiber harvested from cocoa husks called coir. It comes with 5 plants. And as I said, I am doing my color theme this year is pink, purple, and white. So that is what most of my plants will be this year. For instance, this first flower pillow is called Grand Traverse. And the next one I'm going to be doing is At Capacity. These are all going to be hanging baskets. This is Arabian Nights. I'll be showing you in a few minutes how to plant those, but generally the steps are you fill the container with potting soil and plant food, remove the plastic tray, you set on top of the soil, leaving a little bit of room to put some more soil on top, and then you'll water daily until established. And then from there, depending on if it's in sun or shade, you would water accordingly. Now I'm going to show you how to plant those flower pillows. So now we're going to plant the flower pillows, and I'm going to plant 2 of my hanging baskets. The other ones that I have need the cocoa coir inserts, and I'll get those and I will show you guys the finished product. They're the same ones. They are Grand Traverse. So they are the red, purple, and pink. And I didn't mind the red in this one. I know I said I'm doing pink and purple and white, but the red will attract the hummingbirds, which is where this is going near, is my hummingbird feeders. So I'll be doing 2 of those. So what you need to do is just get your pot or whatever container you're using, and I'm going to put some potting soil in. So you're going to go not all the way up to the top because you need to cover the pillow, and I'll show you that in a moment. So I go about halfway, maybe 1 more scoop. Okay, so that should be good. And this is our flower pillow. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I just want to show you what this looks like. This is our flower pillow. So on the bottom is the plastic, so we need to cut this off, and it has some little zip ties in there to keep it in there. So I will cut those off, take it out of the plastic, and you can see the roots. They're already established, which is nice. And just discard that plastic. See, these are the roots. They look a little compacted in there, so once they get into the soil, maybe rough it up just a little bit, just a tiny bit. And then this is the coconut husks or coir, and these have 5 plants in them. And I put some plant food in, and I like this fertilizer. It's from Espoma Biotone Starter. I put this in everything that I plant in the spring. And then I also put some rooting powder. Now I know this already has roots, but this does aid And usually I put it in a little shaker, but this is fine for now. And then I put the plant in there. And yeah, that looks good. And then I fill it up to the top. Make sure that you cover the coconut core. Make sure there's no air pockets, that soil all the way around. So all we need is a little heat and they'll be on their way growing. I do fertilize one more time. I fertilize every week, but I do give it the slow release one more time, usually around July 4th, the middle of the summer, when it's really hot and they're stressed pretty much from the heat. So I do give it another dose of the slow release fertilizer. And that is it. Voila. Let's give it a good dose of water. Okay, we're going to finish up with these 2 containers. This is at capacity, so I'll do this one. And as I said the other day, that I needed to buy these little core inserts, so they are all ready to go. And I'm going to cut the zip tie. Take it out of the plastic. This is like a tea bag right here. I'm going to put some Biotone starter fertilizer again. And then I also put in the rooting powder, just a little. Put it in the center. Fill it up. This one is Arabian Nights. Later this week, I might put it just outside to get some sun, but I'm not going to leave it out full time quite yet because we could have some cold nights. So I'm just going to get it acclimated to the outside first for a week or 2, and then I will hang those up outside. And this will fill up the pot. They'll be trailing over. These are considered spillers, meaning they will spill over the pot or container. And this particular one is all petunias, and then there's instructions on the back. And I just got my huge shipment from Proven Winners. I got 32 plants upstairs, and I'll show you that in another future video. So that is done. I'm going to take you on a little spring tour of my garden, and I do need to weed and mulch, but I thought I'd show you some of the spring bulbs that are coming up right now and show you the difference throughout the seasons, what my garden looks like. For a little tour of my garden, and these are my raised beds. So in the first one, I have the asparagus, and I noticed that we have one sprout. So this will be year 2 for my asparagus. I don't see the other ones yet, but hopefully those will come up, and I am planting some more. This is my garlic, and they did have sprouts in the fall, and that might just be a grass. So I'm waiting for the garlic to come back up. These are onions, and I planted those in late March. So we have some of those, and I'm going to be putting some shallots in the empty spots. And this one I don't have anything in there right now, but I'm going to put some peppers. These were my winter sowing in my milk jugs, and I'll put a link to that video above. And we do, I'm going to open these up soon, but we do have greenery in there. So it's supposed to get warmer this weekend, and I will open these up. The bags, I do have some growth too. I did something new this year, so there are some greenery in these bags. And then I did a couple more over here, and there is some greenery too. These are strawberries, which I'm gonna have to clean out and get those out in the sunlight. And this is on the side of my house, so we have some hydrangeas, some lilies, alliums, yeah, and then there's some violets over here. On this side I do a lot of hostas, so each year I buy another hosta of the year. So you can see these hostas are starting to come up right here. And then we have our violets. This is a lily. So last year I didn't have any flowers, just greenery. So hoping this year I have the lily, but the flowers, and it looks like it is coming. I will get you the name of these. They almost look like snowdrops, but I will put the link, the name of it above. And then we have some little, I believe these are little grape hyacinths. The bunnies have attacked a lot of these. I did have some tulips in here, but I'm not sure if the bunnies or the squirrels dug them up, so we will see. This is a peony and a flowering almond, and then some lavender, some columbine. So yeah, this is on the side of the house. This is a lot of shade, and my crabapple that needs to be pruned is in full bloom right now. Should be opening up any day with the warmer weather. So I'll take you to the backyard now. So this is where I had my anemones and my ranunculus, and baby bunnies and adult bunnies have eaten every one of them. So I am going to dig them up and just try again next year. This is going to be my dahlia patch, and I will figure out something else for the anemones next year. And then we have some quince right here. This is flowering quince. And then we have some orange tulips and some yellow daffodils. And then in here too are my summer lilies. This is a yucca. So then we're going to go to my garden in the back here. Okay, we have some tulips back here. This is a butterfly bush that I know they say it is the last to sprout, but I think I see some greenery, and I'm hoping that's what it is and not weeds. And we have some more campanilla, I believe. Once they're in bloom, I will give you another tour. This is a serviceberry tree that's almost done blooming. And this is I believe it's called a seventh flower. This right here is a maple. And then we have some peonies here that should be just about ready to bloom. Some alliums, another lily. This is bee balm that will spread like wildfire. I might thin that out. And let's see. Again, I need to like clean this all out and put more mulch down. I have another peony here. And over here I do have, eventually this will be all milkweed and dill for my pollinators. And there goes a bee looking for something to pollinate. like it. Hope he finds something here. And this doesn't look like anything at all. This needs to be cleaned out. But this is for all of this is my little butterfly garden. And these are all coneflowers they have to cut down. There's milkweed in here. So I will show you that when it looks a little bit more cleaned up. So now we're going to go to the other side of the house. All right, this is the other side of my house. There's a lot of lilies here blooming, and I can't remember the name of this tree. I'll try to put what it is above. A couple other shrubs and some hydrangeas and another peony over here. We're going to go on the side of the house. This is where I have my hummingbird feeders. And last year I planted some tulips and some daffodils. So I'll come around and show you that. These are some more daffodils and tulips. I'm really cautious here because right here on this keystone, 2016, this hydrangea tree was all filled out, and I tried to go around it, and I almost started tipping, so I turned around to jump off, landed right here on the wet grass, and I broke a couple vertebrae in my back. So I stay away from this, walking on this at all costs now. Okay, so we have this side I did red and white. So here's some red tulips. And again, excuse all the weeds. Gotta pick all this up. There's some hydrangeas in here. This one's a pretty cool tulip, red and yellow. And then we have some double daffodils. They're just about done. And I have, oh, there's a lily that I planted 2 years ago, and it looks like it will bloom this year. Last year it was just green. So I have a lily there. And then I do have a lily over here as well. And these are just your regular lilies, day lilies. They're red and yellow. And again, I'll show you the progress as the seasons go on, how this fills out. So yeah, that's my spring garden. If you enjoyed and found value in this video, please like and share. In my next video, I'm going to be making a garden craft with resin, so make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell for those future videos. Now I'll share an interesting fact about the month of May. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.